This is McTile. A few months ago, I only had one tile to stand on, and every 1000 XP I gain, I get to unlock a new one. I can't use banks or trade other players, and I'm unlocking RuneScape one tile at a time. The goal? RuneScape's biggest challenge, the Inferno. These 7 skills are what I've been focused on for the last 4 months, all in hopes of obtaining the most accurate bow in RuneScape at the end of this grind. We spent 46 days preparing for the hardest skill, and in today's episode, we cross 1 year since we started unlocking RuneScape one tile at a time. It's been 5 days since I've gotten to record a clip. You'll notice that I have like 100 more tiles than I left off with last week. That is because I've spent the last 5 days farming the rest of my seeds. I didn't really want them to go to waste, so now I have a nice cushion for 70 herb lore, which, although I have all of these herbs, it's still the longest skill I have remaining. But after these 2 months of getting ready for this one skill, I can finally go full steam ahead towards Song of the Elves, and our first step right now is death. As usual, every good plan begins with death on this channel. The next few weeks are gonna get intense. We're gonna be tile poor in the matter of days, and right now I'm gonna start a grind that has a lot of history for me, actually. I just need to leave most of my things at Zulrah first, because it matters a lot for what we're about to do. As usual, we fill our inventory with trash, and then we only reclaim what we want to wear or take back. And now we're gonna take a boat ride to everyone's favorite place. Okay, what is happening here? Really? We're doing this now? It's time to talk to you about Call of Dragons, the hottest MMO fantasy conquest game in the whole entire world, which is also today's sponsor. All right, go ahead. Well, you can choose from one of 3 wonderful factions: humans, orcs, or elves, and become the greatest leader the game has ever known by building your very own fantasy city. You can tame and harness the power of incredibly powerful dragons. That's why it's in the name. You see the dragons in the name. You can acquire behemoths to help you in battle, train your heroes with unique skills, and unleash their abilities to wipe out your opponents. And with the right strategy, you can influence any situation. This is one of the MMO experiences you'll ever have. It'll definitely be one of them. 3 words: magic, monsters, mastery. Does that make any sense? I'm so lost. Well, you got all this exciting team warfare and gameplay. I think you should download Call of Dragons now using my link in the description. Start your adventure today and use promo code PLAYCOD in-game to get a bunch of special rewards. Okay. It's time to take a boat to a place I'm only a little familiar with. You guys didn't think the master plan just disappeared, did you? I need to get 61 crafting to continue the plan. How long does that take? I believe about 10 hours here. And I need 61 crafting for a little quest called Lunar Diplomacy, but funny enough, I'm not even trying to complete that quest. I only want to get halfway through it for what I want to do. As long as I do this, I can make a minor miracle happen, and you'll understand what that means later, but for now, I just need 61 crafting. The method is pretty simple. I just need to unlock this furnace, and we'll be taking 11 buckets of sand and soda ash over here and making glass every single trip. I'm just gonna click back to the charter, and whatever tiles I happen to walk on my way back, I'll just unlock them because I really want to get back there in one click, because this way I can actually blow my glass on the way back. So it genuinely speeds up this process quite a bit just to unlock these extra tiles. I sell everything on me, I get more glass supplies, and the entire cycle repeats. On we go. $43 crafting. 46 crafting, actually a really nice XP boost. We get to make unpowered orbs now. 49 crafting, we can officially make lantern lenses the best possible thing until 61. 12 levels to go. 54 crafting, we are halfway there. 60 crafting, 1 more level to go, and we are out of here. Let's finish it up. The level that creates miracles, 61 crafting. I know I haven't fully gone into why it creates miracles, but you guys will see. You will see and you will understand. We are all done 10 hours later. I believe that is every single requirement now for Lunar Diplomacy. So, oh, just kidding. I haven't done the Fremennik Trials. What am I thinking? That should be a fun quest. We ended up profiting a little over 100 tiles, which this tile vomit that I'm I'm walking on right now is explanatory enough. 10 hours is a lot of time to misclick, okay? I'm gonna need every single tile I can get because it's about to get extremely expensive and I'm gonna be broke. All right, let's get our things back. I want to put most of this stuff back in the bag, but I think I will use these dragon bones just so they don't take up a space anymore. It's always something. I'm gonna need higher prayer for the Inferno. I'm not really sure what prayer level I'm gonna go for just yet, but anything higher than 50 is gonna be good. Time to do everyone's favorite quest, and my only way of getting to Relica is moving my house there. It's the only path I have created here, and I guess it works out. I just have to pay 10,000 coins to move my house here every time, but it does work. I basically just have to convince a bunch of different people to vote for me and become an honorary Fremennik, and there is a couple things I can do to save tiles during this quest, but I believe I'm gonna spend probably 600 or 700 doing this. After we finish off the rest of the skills and the requirements we need for Song of the Elves, which we are getting close, I'm just gonna need like 10,000 tiles to even finish off that quest and unlock the gauntlet. Like, we're just gonna be scouring for tiles at that point, so I can save like 100 right here. Basically anywhere that I can save tiles right now is very important, and one of the ways is killing this guy for a liar drop. Yes, we got it. Okay, that's actually pretty rare. That's only like 8 kills that I did for that. Normally you have to go east of the village to craft this thing, but I just saved like 100 tiles just by killing this guy and getting the drop. So 70 tiles later, we made it to the little shrine. I have to sacrifice a raw shark to enchant this lyre now because I have no musical talent. About 100 tiles used for the first task. On we go. Just gaslit this guy into thinking I won the drinking contest, and now he's gonna vote for me. This one's gonna be a little expensive. I have to hunt for a spirit that could be in like 6 different places. Time to die, evil spirit. 300 tiles later, I was just 2 trials away from completing the quest, but these next 2 trials require absolutely nothing on you, so I had to die. Okay, I bought a house teleport, and now we can go back to Relica. I did bring some pineapples. I don't really think I'm gonna need them, but I do have a fight, and I think I can just pray during the whole thing. Where is God's angriest soldier? Okay, there he is. I always get sketched out at this part. I always have this intrusive thought, like, what if the game bugs and I die and I have all my things at Zulrah right now and I wipe like that? I don't know how it took me this long to realize that you get a red herring during this final trial, and that's like the whole trope with it, is it's supposed to be like a misleading non-thing, but it's actually what solves the puzzle. See, Jagex, they get a little silly sometimes, all right? Well, if you ever wondered, it costs 593 tiles to complete the Fremennik trials. That is a big quest for me to have done. I get a very cool helmet from that quest, and we get 59 fletching. Wait, what the? I'm 1 XP away from a fishing level. How did this happen? Okay, got all my things back. That was a very expensive quest. It's time to continue the master plan. 3 skills remain to get the most accurate bone RuneScape, and today we have to do the most expensive one of them all. I need 600,000 construction XP to get 70. This would normally cost 2.5 million GP. I don't have anywhere close to that. If only there were a mini game that takes this 2.5 mil figure down to just 1 mil. Oh, it already exists. Welcome, Mahogany Homes. The only big deal about this is lots and lots of tiles to do it. Yeah, like a lot. This minigame should be considered the kryptonite of this account. I literally have to go to different cities and different houses in those cities and fix people's furniture. That's gonna take a lot of tiles to get to those different houses, and resupplying is a little bizarre without a bank, but there should be good ways around it. The minigame itself is pretty simple. You grab a task from Amy and you'll be assigned to replace the furniture in one of 12 houses in the game, mostly using oak planks and sometimes steel bars, but when you finish the contract, you get a bunch of bonus XP. And I'm expecting this to take me about 4 days of 8 hours each, right around 30 hours to get 70 construction. It takes about a minute to run over here, and then probably like another minute to get a full inventory of planks, and I'm gonna need to do this after replacing furniture in every single house I go to. I can fix just about everything in every house, but this is gonna cause some problems. A lot of people are gonna have a range or a stove that needs a steel bar to be fixed, and I need a good way of getting these, or my grind is just gonna be held in a chokehold. It's okay, I have a plan. I'm just gonna have to go to the blast furnace every single time I need steel bars. Oh, and I can't cool these down. I have to unlock the bucket spawn because I don't have ice gloves, but that's fine. And now I have 20 steel bars sitting here, and I did not mean to take 6 out, but I guess I'll just go with 3. You'll see in my chat that I have 10 reward points right now. I need to get 350 points as fast as possible. That unlocks the plank sack. This thing holds 28 planks for you. That is such an insane XP boost for me in particular, so that is what I'm gunning for, and I only have 10 of the 350 points I need, so it's gonna be a while. 55 construction. We can now build a formal garden. 15 levels to go. 60 construction. That ends my day one. I'll see you tomorrow. The day has finally come where I can buy a plank sack. Now I get to store planks in here, and my XP rates are about to be so much better. 69 woodcutting, 1 level to go until another Song of the Elves requirement. 65 construction, we're getting close. 66. I'm just gonna spend the rest of my points on supply crates now just to get the cost down a little bit, and I can also get noted steel bars from these. Oh, 70 steel bars, 60 oak planks, we love it. 68 construction, and we've officially breached the 1 mil cash stack. Sad to see it, but 2 levels to go. 1 level to go. Less than 3 hours remaining till it's over. I'll see you then. You know, this was a little daunting because I've never done mahogany homes before, but after 4 days, 70 construction is finished. Only 2 skills left for Song of the Elves. I spent about 1 million GP and somehow ended up breaking even on tiles, which is wild because we gained so much XP. I do have enough points for another plank sack if I ever need to train construction again, so I'm not really worried about it. 2 skills to go, and I can actually go knock one of these out within the next hour. That's exactly what I'm gonna go do. Imagine that. 2 Song of the Elves skills taken care of in a 15-minute window. Who could have possibly guessed? That leaves 1 final skill. It is a pretty daunting one, honestly, even though I have all the herbs for it. I haven't done any exact math, but I'm almost positive it's gonna be over 60 hours to get 70 herb lore. First things first, I gotta get my stuff back. I left some things at Zulrah just to make my construction process a bit easier, and it did save me probably about 3 or 4 hours. So under normal circumstances, these herbs would not be enough to get 70 herb lore. If you used everything I have right now to make the potions you're supposed to make, it would only get me 66 herb lore. But thankfully, we have a way to squeeze an extra 200,000 herb lore XP out of all of this using some miracle methods. This is gonna be a super tedious process. I'm gonna have to do this in batches, so 1 type of herb at a time, and then keep the rest of them in the looting bag, and then repeat the cycle. We're gonna start with these 2. It looks like 3, but these just need to be cleaned. Now we're gonna unlock the best place I can possibly clean herbs for now. It's roughly a 50 tile investment, but it'll be really useful for the next couple weeks. All we do is run back and forth between the bank and the leprechaun. They're super close together, so we just clean and note, and the tool leprechaun only notes farming supplies. 45 herb lore. And that is the last of them. Okay, let's go make some potions. We got our vials of water. We got our eyes of newt. Herb lore without a bank can get a little janky. I have 18 free inventory spots, so I take off 9 things. We unnote the vials. We put all of this back on. Then we can take the herbs out and put these into the vials. I mean, depending on the potion, though, this XP is pretty damn fast. 100 XP per potion, but this secondary is super easy to get. I was just able to buy the eyes of newt. Not every potion is going to be this easy to get the supplies for. 50 herb lore. A huge jump from where we were just an hour ago, and I can now make fishing potions. I will probably never make those in my life. You can see in the chat we've been making a lot of progress. These herbs were sitting in my bag for almost 2 months, so it just feels so relieving to use them finally. Okay, every attack potion finished. Those were the easiest potion we'll have. Now we have to do these prayer potions, which already we're getting into much tougher secondaries, so I'm gonna have to unlock a little peninsula for this. 5k away from 51 herb lore, solid progress so far. 130 tiles to unlock this place. I'm just gonna have to hop worlds and pick up this snape grass as I go. Okay, so once I get a full inventory, I teleport to my house. I run north to the tool leprechaun, and we note all the snape grass, and now we have to go back to Falador. Yes, we're done. I actually went over for some reason. I could have just gotten 4 snape grass there, but instead I just autopilot a full inventory, but we will take it. I'm so excited to make these prayer potions. They're gonna be so helpful for what we're doing after this. I'm making 9 potions at a time, just like before, but this time we're gonna be running over to the decanter and turning these into 1-dose prayer potions so we can actually keep them. 51, 52, 53. Wonderful. All in a day's work. 1150 1-dose prayer potions, and I also have 48 in here. I'm gonna keep them in their 1-dose form, but this is 300 full prayer potions that I have now, which is just like, that's actually such an amazing asset to have. So before we move on, did anyone know that you can actually fill a beer glass with this barrel in the Lumbridge Castle Tower? Well, now you know. There is a lot of explaining to do, so it's time to introduce one of my favorite segments, the next 5 days of my life. You see, I had these 868 Harrowlanders sitting here, and I wanted to make them into restore potions, but I don't have any red spider eggs. I need these in noded form so I could keep the restore potions that I'm making. So I decided to kill temple spiders who drop 4 eggs roughly every 12 kills. If you do the math, that means I need to kill about 3,000 spiders. Obviously, this isn't the best way to get spider eggs, but I figured since I still need upwards of 10,000 tiles, and I could get grubby keys to farm for supplies, and I could potentially complete a clue scroll, I stayed in this cave for the next several days doing exactly that. The grubby key luck on this account is actually kind of wild. I just love how often I get these things. 200 death runes, that is very solid. Key number 2, same thing. Okay, and grimy snapdragons, actually. We will very much accept that. We love it. We've been at temple spiders for the last 2 days, both 7 and 8 hour days respectively, so around 15 hours. And it's time for me to do Ernest the Chicken because I'm actually gonna lead this straight into animal magnetism. I'm just fed up. I'm fed up with picking up all of my arrows. I know, I caved, okay? And I did exactly that. I spent 700 tiles and about an hour and a half completing all the quests leading up to and including animal magnetism. This ended up getting me the Ava's accumulator, which now automatically picks up 72% of my ammo, a massive quality of life increase. I was just gonna go straight for 99 range because this effect is built into the ranging cape, but seeing as I'm not even halfway there, I kind of want to enjoy my life now, so I got this accumulator. And I can put my fire cape on my neat little cape rack, so I don't have to carry around that with me for now. So after a little 2-hour detour, we went straight back to temple spiders, and I was pretty much constantly using every tile I was gaining on different hard clue step unlocks. Oh, this is so sketchy. Why did I ever do, like, I know I could teleport out at any moment, but that was still incredibly sketchy. Okay, we can do this one too. And then it finally paid off. Yes, I finally completed a second one. I'm so happy. It's been so long. I've invested so many tiles into doing this too. Let's open it. Oh, okay. Another magic shortbow. That's actually what I wanted. A rune, heraldic helm, money, unholy blessing. The rest of this stuff isn't that important to me, but the magic shortbow backup is actually what I wanted. I swear, because this one I can't put away. And I'm almost out of rune arrows, so I kind of want to drop my imbued one, and then I can have a backup that I store in the looting bag, so I don't have to fully get rid of my magic shortbow now. That is really, really good. I'm just going to be alching the rune heraldic helm. I don't plan on making a stash for it or anything. 400 blood runes from that too. These grubby keys are just stacking me with runes. I love it. Okay, so I've used all 6,000 of my rune arrows that I had. As you can see, we've killed a few spiders at this point. I got really close to my 860 spider egg goal, but I'm literally out of arrows, and 750 is still going to be really, really good. I have a little bit more than that in Harrowlanders, and I also need red spider eggs for these snapdragons, but I'm just gonna do them the slow and tedious way. Whatever I don't have noted, I'll just manage. We spent close to 30 hours in that cave over the last 4 days, and it was honestly a ton of fun. Obviously, there was a better way to do this. Of course there was. There always is, but this was just fun. I love opening grubby keys. We got a ton of XP. We got a ton of supplies. It was just fun to do, so now we can move on. Since the Harrowlanders aren't ready yet, I want to take care of these toad flax. That's the next thing on my agenda here. So I have my normal magic shortbow in my bag now, which is really nice. I can finally drop this thing because it's been unstorable for however long I've had it, so that is no longer taking up a permanent spot. Once upon a time, we unlocked this place with a clue scroll step, and now we are back here because we need to collect a lot of swamp toads, 754 swamp toads to be exact. That is what I need to make agility potions out of these toad flax. I'm actually sitting at a comfortable under 700 tiles, which you'd think that I would have a lot more after gaining so much XP at temple spiders, but we don't talk about it. After we collect all these toads, we have to take the legs off of all of them, and then we have to walk this annoying little winding path back to the Grand Tree Bank, and this is where we make our agility potions. I'm expecting this one to take a while. This is probably 3 or 4 hours to make these 750 potions, I'm guessing. 54 Herblore! I am able to speed up the potion process a little bit by bringing unfinished potions to the toads, and then I can make some here, and then I can take the toads back, and then make some at the bank. There's 56. I think we'll be able to squeeze one more level out of this. After 3.5 hours of toad extraction, we ended up with 57 Herblore from this, and it was finally time to move on. That is every single agility potion made. We're 17k away from 58 Herblore. Thanks to those toad flax potions, I now have the level to make these quorums into super strength potions. It's cleaning time, baby! And there's the one level I'm gonna get from these super strength potions, 58 herb lore. We can now use an herb sack. Not that no, I'm never gonna use that, my bad. Super satisfying milestone, 60 herb lore, 10 levels to go. In reality, that's not even necessarily close to 70 herb lore, but it kind of looks like it. After I finished making the restore potions, it was time to head over to Blast Furnace because I was preparing for yet another quest that makes one of our miracle potions. It's time to spend maybe even all the rest of our tiles completing the In Search of the Mire Key quest. What if I told you this quest and part of the one after it gets me 60,000 herb lore XP? It's honestly a very simple quest. I've done it like 100 times, so I'm just gonna speedrun it a little bit. You guys wouldn't happen to have a secret hideout here, would you? Oh, what is this? What, guys? What do you know? We searched for the Mire Key and we found him. 2 quest points, not done yet though. Please accept my offering of a chicken. I have 149 tiles left. This is miserable. It's time to get ready for the miracle potion. I'm gonna unlock Drainer Bank, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna carry a couple of these restore potions on us, and right now we're in the process of doing an 8 of the Mire Key, which is the second part of the quest line. At some point during this quest, I'll be able to add garlic to these restore potions. I don't have it unlocked yet, but that's 25 XP per dose of potion. So adding garlic to my already made potions gives me 65,000 herb lore XP. It's honestly a miracle. That's why it's called that, okay? At least to me, it's a miracle. It's damn cool. We're running dangerously close on tiles. I actually don't think I'll have enough to unlock the potion. I might have to go grind a bit. I had so many tiles before I came to Morytania, man. There you go, buddy. Fixed your roof. No, I don't have enough. I have 4 tiles and I need to go fix the bank south of me. I can't even reach it. I don't really know what to do either. I don't really know what to do for tiles right now. I'm just gonna die to Zulrah very quickly and get set up for some fishing because I do actually have something that'll be a little productive to do. It's been so long since I've had to do this. I have 1 tile, so I have to be so careful as to where I trade this guy. It's literally been probably like 20 episodes since I've had to do this. Whatever, we're about to get a tile back. We should be okay. It's been so long since I've seen that number at 0 and I've seen the red tiles pop up. It has been a very, very long time, but we are so broke. An 8 of the Mire Key is gonna have to wait. I completely overlooked this. I can't get to the bed. That's where the fishing rod is under. There's a barbarian fishing rod under that bed and I can't even reach it. I just bought a bunch of runes to teleport with. This is how I'm gonna get some XP. I just need like 3 or 4 tiles, so I'm gonna repeatedly teleport to Camelot until I get them. Why did I not count it? 3 isn't enough. I can't get over there. I'm just gonna woodcut for like 3 more tiles. We are so poor right now. Okay, barbarian rod unlocked. Let's go over and do some fishing now. Oh yeah, I forgot I was 1 XP away from this level and I just never ended up getting it. I just want to slowly work my way up towards 76 fishing. That will unlock sharks for me, so I do think this is a bit productive. Whoa, is that talented fisherman and 160 tile having McTile? I ended up fishing for a little longer and we now have a little under 300 tiles to finish up this quest with. We can repair the bank. I feel like after this conversation I unlocked this potion. I genuinely don't remember. Okay, the moment of truth. Can we make a Guthix balance potion? Yes, we can. Okay, we're gonna decant all of these back into 1 dose potions. It's time to get a lot of herb lore XP. This method is honestly pretty fun because you can make these potions as fast as you can click. So I'm just stealing literally the metric ton of garlic that is in this cabinet and I can just pour it into these potions as fast as I can. It's just really nice getting extra herb lore XP from potions that you've already made. We love to see it. I've definitely been very distracted, but I'm currently getting 10.6k XP an hour, which not great, but we're almost done. 500 potions to go. Okay, and the last clove of garlic. We are now under 17k away from 63 herb lore. That was great though. I mean, the fact that I just gained almost 2 full levels from that. We have 5 different types of herbs left until we are completely done, and this is definitely one of the most annoying ones I have left. We're gonna be making serum 207s with our Tilemans, which are just gonna take some ashes, and I know some good spots to get those. I'm all too familiar with this method, and in fact, I think I'm gonna complete the Shades of Morton quest real quick. I don't need to complete it to make this potion, but I think just having a minigame teleport to the center of Morytania would be really nice to have. I don't have any good ways of getting here, and this quest is extremely fast. This quest only took like 50 tiles too. Just gotta cure both of these guys, and we are all done? Yes, nice. 2,000 Herblore XP as well, and most importantly, the minigame teleport, honestly, but the Herblore XP is nice. I decided to do a bit of an easier potion first, since I only have 240 of these Aventos. I'm gonna be making these into super energy potions. My inventory is not even remotely optimized for this, but that's okay. I'll fix it later. I've also decided I'm gonna keep these super energy potions. I might as well stack them. It's gonna delay this grind a little bit, but that's fine because I will need staminas for the Inferno. 63 Herblore. This is technically the halfway point XP wise, but I refuse to see it that way. I literally refuse. These next 7 levels are definitely gonna be faster than those first 63. So also, I've been doing this for over an hour and I'm just now halfway done. Nice. We are all done with super energy potions, and I do have the amylase in here to turn those into stamina pots in the future, so that's pretty nice. Before I go out begging and pleading for ashes, I do have all these limport roots that I was farming for the last couple months. I was pretty lazy with them, honestly, but still got over 500 of them, and they give the same amount of XP as a Serum 207. They're just way easier to make. Oh, me? Yeah, I call this showbiz, baby. Bro, leave my ashes alone. I'm telegrabbing. I'm spending Laurens to get these ashes. And sometimes they spawn here, though, when people happen to be making fires here, so I like that. This has been so much slower than I thought. Someone's finally making fires here, so I'm at a good point, but I've hopped so many worlds. I've been here for over 2 hours, actually, and I still have 200 teramins left. It has not been a fast process. One more. Yes, I'm done with Serum 207s. We are so close to 65 Herblore now after that, and I have basically just the Snapdragons, and then our Guams and Marintils are literally gonna send us straight to 70 alone. Oh, hey, a genie lamp. 65! We can now clean Cadentines, which I do have in my inventory, and oh, thank you guys for gratzing me at the Grand Exchange. You guys are the homies. My route for the red spider eggs is super simple, by the way. I'm just running around this cave and picking them up, and then I teleport to the Grand Exchange. And we are officially done with every super restore. These are so important for the Inferno, so it is really crucial that I made some. I now have 100 for my future attempts, and we have 30k Herblore XP until 66. Hey, you guys remember when I got 61 crafting right? Because I needed that for Lunar Diplomacy, and I still haven't done that quest, and I actually need a lot of tiles to do that quest, and I don't have that many tiles. And you might think, wow, this is very unproductive. You're spending so many tiles while you're talking about needing tiles. I'm actually doing something very useful right now. You just haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna buy this Dragon Dagger for 60k cash. I'm gonna be using melee a lot more really soon, and my melee stats suck. I don't even have 70 defense to get the armor that I want to wear after this 5-month grind is over. And if I get 70 strength, I'll unlock the Warriors Guild, which, among other things, has an amazing food shop that would be really, really good for me. I really need to train my melee stats, and I'm desperately in need of tiles right now, so it kind of seems like the perfect thing to do. So it's time to go to the beach for a few days. Whoa, 70 strength. Anyway, time to work on defense. And there's 70 defense. Yes, you did just watch like 30 hours of progress in probably 10 seconds. And 1259 tiles, so I should have enough to complete Lunar Diplomacy and actually make a dent in this mountain of tiles that we need. And of course, now I can wear the armor that this is literally all about. So, yes, Lunar Diplomacy. I have every single requirement. This is literally the last step until I can finish off Herblore. I have every tile I need to complete this quest. I just almost knocked this cup off my desk. Before I could start Lunar Diplomacy, I needed access to every elemental talisman, so I just stayed here for about 20 minutes and massacred every single wizard in Remington. Yes, air talisman, we got them all. Perfect, okay. There we go, got our seal of passage. Now the lunar people won't kill me on sight, so we should be good. Now we find out that the ship is cursed, we went in a circle, and of course, who better to put on the case than the guy who can only walk on specific tiles. I am such a detective. We made it, everything's good. How long are we gonna stay on this shot? This has been going on for so long. Hello? Okay, we're good. I've never gone out of my way to get halfway through Lunar Diplomacy. Like, I cannot complete this quest because once I complete it, or if I even get too far in the quest, all of this has been for nothing. The herbs that are currently in my inventory just become practically worthless if I complete this quest. I have to get halfway through. This is where the 70 strength comes in. I unlocked the Warrior Guild, so I'm gonna go buy some food from it now. The food here is insanely cheap and it's also very good. We are getting so close. After I craft these clothes, I believe we'll will be ready to go. I think this is actually my last step before I can start making the potion. We will finally be able to use the miracle method. Yes, oh my god, this is it. Okay, so we got the waking sleep vial and we got the kindling. We have to use this. This vial is what makes this entire method possible. Guams and Marintils are the lowest tier of herb. You normally get 25 and 37 XP respectively for using them on potions. But on this vial, during this quest, you get 84 XP for each one of these herbs. This is more than triple the XP that you normally get for these herbs. That's what makes this such an insane method. And the only way to do it is just not finish the quest. To get 70 herb lore, I basically just have to beg and plead for more vials for the next 9 hours. Every single time you get a new kindling and vial, you use them on each other, and then you drop the kindling, and then you go ask for the same stuff over and over again. And I just have to keep repeating these 9 chat windows until I get 21 vials in my inventory. This is definitely the longest part of the method because getting the vials and getting back to a bank is several minutes. Now we use all our vials on this sink. We got to fill all of them up. And now we very tediously use 1 herb on each of these vials, and we get 84 XP for every single herb that we use. Okay, now I know how these vials work, so I'm gonna have this optimized next time, but right now I kind of fumbled this one really hard. What do you think they mean by that in the chat? It is currently 2 in the morning and I am somehow still making these potions. 1 level to go. I've been at this for, I want to say 6 hours, and I think I have 2 more to go. Well, these last 2 hours ended up being more like a little over 3 because we ran out of Marintils, and that slowed us down a lot. But oh my god, it's a level that, you know, I mean, I knew I was gonna see it eventually, but like, I mean, it feels so good. It just feels so good to see that, man. I am officially done. It's been 5 months that I've been chasing these 7 skill requirements and we're completely done. I mean, just look at it, the whole list, man. All I have to do is a couple of quests and then we are getting into that goddamn elf city and it's gonna be wonderful. With over 200 hours of progress in this episode, it is only fitting that in the next episode we take on the entire elf storyline. We are fighting the hardest quest boss in the game and we need 10,000 tiles. And I will see you in the season 2 finale.